hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today's video will be my tips and tricks on how to go ahead and open up that small business that you're thinking about opening up. So, ooh, my watch. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell for notifications of my next upload, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So first things first, if you haven't came across my channel before, or you don't know what it is that I'm about to talk about, my name is Sherelle. I do budgeting, planning videos on this channel. I have started to expand into entrepreneurial type videos. Just to, it's hot today, y'all. I had to close my door. Just to go ahead and give anybody an idea, or what is it, the word that I'm looking for, or help somebody along in me documenting my journey. Now, currently, I already have a small business that I run on Etsy. It's a sticker planner shop that I have, and I've been doing that for about 6 months now. So I have my feet wet in this entrepreneurial game, as well as I do work a full-time job, but I do think it's important to invest in yourself, and that's the point of this video. So in my process, I'm sorry, my daughter is outside, so. My neighbors be mad loud. They ratchet over here. Okay. So in the process of me actually going ahead and looking into opening basically a cosmetics line. Like I told you guys before, if you haven't watched my first video about me going ahead and starting a cosmetic line and a website and selling lip gloss, I did, search for YouTube. That's my thing. I'm a YouTube watcher. I search for YouTube and stuff like that. And I came across some videos, was like, start your business for $50, start your business for free. And for me, it's good like clickbait, but for me, I don't think that's really realistic. And why? I'm going to tell you right now. And that's the whole point of this video. So I wanted to make sure that what I put into my product and what I sell to my customer that is going to buy from me is something that I stand behind, something that I know what was in there, something that, I worked for and I built that. It's great to have vendors, and it's great to go ahead and buy these starter kits that people already made, made these bases and stuff like that. And that's fine, because eventually I would hope to want to do that one day. But I do feel like when you get in your feet wet, at the end of the day, everybody's on here trying to make $1. It might be better for you to plan and budget the type of money that you want to invest in yourself and put into yourself. So while it may be easy to go ahead and buy a kit, you're not going to necessarily have all the things that you need to say if you kick off, and you sell out. Now you have to go and source that product and find that product yourself by going ahead and getting these starter kits, or just going ahead and buying from people that are selling these kind of kits, which comes, I have 5 tips and that whole backstory was one of them going into. So step or tip number 1, and these is not in orders, is to do your research. Like I said, I was doing research even before I decided to go ahead and make this video, because there's a lot of young girls out here. There's a lot of older females out here as well that are, interested in looking at staying at home and working from home and wanting to become their own boss. So I understand that. So do your research. And when I say do your research, I had a notebook, which I think I showed you guys this before. But I have a whole bunch of planners. Like I said, this is a planner channel. And this little traveler's notebook is what they call it. This is a, it's not a ring. It's a a strings, that's what it's called, a strings traveling cover or whatever. And I had this little notebook and I just went ahead. And I pre-planned, like, this is like my brain dump book, but I always pre-plan ahead of there. Ahead of anything that I want to do. So I'll go ahead and write down all my ideas and what it is that I wanted my company to represent. Like I told you before, I have another YouTube channel which I started. It was about makeup and hair. 8 years ago. My daughter is 8 now. So that's when I started it, and that channel transitioned into something else. I no longer really use it anymore. So I do have that, but because I have 2 businesses and I like to keep everything on track, this right here, I like to go ahead and use this planner to go ahead and plan out my releases and anything that I want to go ahead and start. And this right here is from a site called Erin Condren. This in particular, and she has a number of planners and notebooks and things on there. It's a stationary website. She's based out of, I don't know if she's based out of California, but she do have stores in California now, physical stores that you could go ahead and look in, but nobody is in there because of the Rona. Okay, the Rona. But the website is still up and running, so you can go ahead and get something shipped if you want to. And I do have a referral code down below. If you're a first-time buyer, you go ahead and save you some coins and get you $10 off. So I do use this book, and this is actually her ring-bound planner. It comes with inserts, and you can go ahead and let me move back so you can see. Go ahead and see it. So we'll go ahead and look at April because there's nothing special in here. I do play with stickers. That's just who I am. Like I said, I have a sticker shop, and I do buy printable kits and stuff. But basically, this is how my April monthly spread looks. I'll show you an empty one so you can go ahead and see how it looks. And I have daily inserts in here. So I'm gonna go to May, and this is basically how it comes. So it's blank. I put the stickers in there, and then I have these day-to-day to-do things that I'll go ahead and put down. And this is just how I stay in the process of my 2 shops and my goals for both of my, well, going to be both of my businesses, because I haven't opened up my lip gloss shop yet. But this is what I have been doing to stay on track. So that's whether me tracking my inventory or whether me tracking when I actually want to go ahead and release. I do go ahead and put all of that stuff down here. And then I use my daily inserts, which is probably going to stop like after a while, just to write down my to-dos for the day. So that's my tip number 1, is to have a plan, have a release date, have, you know, research the ingredients that you want inside of your product or inside of your lip gloss. If you're making lip gloss, if you're making nail polish, if you're making soaps, you know, go ahead and research those items and find what it is that works best for you and that's reflective of you. So always plan. I can't say that enough. Even if plans don't always turn out the way that they're supposed to be, eventually you're gonna get some of what it is that you had planned done, because there's just variables that you can't plan for, like TKB trading, being out of Versagel. You feel me? All right, so tip number 2 is to set a budget. Now, I know I was saying, you know, the starter kits for $50, $60, whatever, you know, but this is when you go ahead, after you plan, you go ahead and source your product. And when you search your product, you go and you hit up Amazon, you hit up TKB Trader, or you go and find out which product is better for your bank. So when I started off, I set a budget at $200. For me, I know I wanted to bring quality ingredients at an affordable price. So I went ahead and researched, you know, what's the best oil use for your skin, for your lips, and those are the things that I went ahead and purchased. But I didn't just purchase off the first site that I saw. I didn't just place orders on Amazon because somebody told me to go ahead and do it. I did it because that's what I wanted to do. So my nail just snapped out of nowhere. So like I was saying, I did go ahead and I researched my oils. I priced my oils. I priced my pigments. I priced my tubes. I searched for, figured out what kind of lip gloss tubes I wanted to use. I searched all of that and I priced all of that so I can figure out what it is, and what was going to work for me in my budget. And because I planned ahead of a date that I wanted to have everything, that was based off, you know, what what I wanted to splurge on, or what made sense for me to spend a little bit money on, and what I could cut corners at. So that's my tip right there. Set a budget and stick to your budget. Tip number 3 is to stand behind what it is that you're doing. If you're going to put your name on something and you're going to do something, believe in yourself wholeheartedly that this is what you want to do, and do realize that success is not overnight. You cannot always depend on YouTube for your marketing or anything like that. So make sure whatever you do is professional, because you want to give a product out there to people that they're going to buy. So that's my tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to market. Like I said, you can't always depend on YouTube or just Instagram hashtags to go ahead and take your business to the next level. My Etsy shop, I use Etsy ads on Etsy. I use my Facebook group. I go ahead and use my Instagram page, and I do use Instagram hashtags, but I also use Facebook's ads. Have a budget, and make sure that you factor in marketing into that budget, because that's important. Hashtags are free marketing, but you want to make sure that you are putting the right hashtags, but you also want to invest in yourself. You want to scale your business, so to speak, because that's the whole point of you scaling it and making sure that you have that dependable revenue. Even though it's variable, you can make it where this is what I'm going to make at least for this month. Some months may be good and some may be better, but if you set goals and to what it is that you want to do, marketing can help you. And tip number 5, I guess it's kind of like goes hand in hand, but yeah, do the work. That's the only thing I can tell you. The process will be so much more rewarding. The process will be so much more in your hands, and you're more in control of it if you just do the work. And that's mainly all I have to say today. Market, do the work, research, set a budget, and believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, you're always going to make that investment to have into yourself. Once again, my shop will be open hopefully by the middle of April. I'm still waiting for some things, but I already started making some tweaks and adjustments. And stay tuned for more entrepreneurial videos that's coming. I do have my labels and my cards, because branding is important, and as well as marketing and branding, it all goes hand in hand. And that's about it. I don't know why my lips feel like they was peeling, sis. I do think that's it. This Rona have me bored in here, so I'm out here just trying to push out these videos and push out this content, because I like doing YouTube. I've always liked doing YouTube. I've been doing it for a long time now. So that will be it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead and watch some planning videos, some budgeted videos. It can help you out there, sis. It's very important in our community. And when I say our community, I mean our community, that we do things financially that will set ourselves up for success going on later in life, and to have generational success. And that was my whole goal in going ahead and starting to budget, and to get away from that living paycheck to paycheck life. Even though I do go ahead and do paycheck budgets, that's not what I want my focus to be, stress and depression and all the other stuff, because I have financial problems. So it's important that we, get that education out there to our kids, to our cousins, to our aunts, to our uncles, to whoever it is that needs to listen, that we break those generational curses of, my mother was on public assistance, so now my sister is on public assistance, and now her kids is on public assistance, because that's all that they know. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but at the end of the day, it's a cycle. It's a curse that needs to be broken. And that's my whole goal in doing this, is to help somebody out there that maybe can help somebody else out there. So make sure you go ahead and check out my budgeting videos. In my process, I'm not saying you have to do what I do, but you can learn something and adapt it and make it your own. Go ahead and check out my Etsy shop, Simply Real Budgets. The link will be down below. Go ahead and follow all 3 of my Instagram pages. It's Simply Real Budgets. That's my Etsy shop page. And then Dawn Face Contours Cosmetics is my lip gloss line, and soon to be expanding to everything makeup line. And I do think that's about it. And I'm sorry I keep playing with my watch. My bands, I think I'm actually missing the other piece off of it. My dresser is a mess inside of there. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah.